I don't know what I've done, but I just messed around a bit the recordings, so I have to redo this. General useful utilities. Until our attack box machine will finish loading, let's read the following tool. Downloading files. We have wget. A pretty fundamental feature of computing is the ability to transfer files. For example, you may want to download a program, a script, or even a picture. Thankfully for us, there are multiple ways in which we can retrieve these files. We're going to cover the use of wget. This command allows us to download files from the web via HTTP as if you were accessing the file in your browser. We simply need to provide the address of the resource that we wish to download. For example, if we wanted to download the file named myfile.txt onto my machine, assuming I knew the web address, it would look something like this. wget, and basically you provide the path of the file from the server. Now let's connect to the SSH. Try hack me. SSH user at the following IP address. Yes, try hack me is the same password as the user, and we are here. All right, so wget and then the full path of the file. Transferring files from your host. SSH. Secure copy, or SCP, is just that, a means for securely copying files. Unlike the regular CP command, this command allows you to transfer files between two computers using the SSH protocol to provide both authentication and encryption. Working on a model of source and destination, SCP allows you to copy files and directories from your current system to a remote system, and copy files and directories from a remote system to your current system. Provided that we know usernames and passwords for a user on your current system and a user on the remote system. For example, let's copy an example file from our machine to a remote machine, which I have neatly laid out in the table below. So here we have the IP of the remote system, the user of the remote system, the name of the file on our system, and then the name we wish to store the file as on the remote system. With this information, let's craft our SCP command, remembering that the format of SCP is just source and destination. SCP, source and destination. SCP, name of the file on our system, name of the file on the remote system. And now let's reverse this and lay out the syntax for using SCP to copy a file from a remote computer that we're not logged into. Again, we have the IP of the remote system, the user of the remote system, name of the file from the remote system, name of the file we wish to store in our system. And we have the same thing, just reverse the files from the server to our system. Serving files from your host web. Ubuntu machines come pre-packed with Python 3. Python helpfully provides a lightweight and easy to use module called HTTP server. This module turns your computer into a quick and easy web server that you can use to serve your own files, where they can then be downloaded by another computing using commands such as curl and wget. Python 3 HTTP server will serve the files in the directory where you run the command, but this can be changed by providing options that can be found within the manual pages. Simply all we need to do is run python m HTTP server in the terminal to start the module. In the snippet below, we are serving from a directory called web server, which has the single name file. We are inside the directory web server. We start Python 3 on port 8000. Now let's use wget to download the file using the IP address and the name of the file. Remember, because Python 3 server is running on port 8000, you will need to specify this within your wget command. So we have the same command, wget IP and port, and then the file. Note, you will need to open a new terminal to use wget and leave the one that you have started the Python 3 web server in. This is because once you start the Python 3 web server, it will run in the terminal until you cancel it. Let's take a look into the snippet below as an example. We have the same command as above. In the temporary directory, we download it, and here is successfully downloaded and saved there. Remember, you will need to run the wget command in another terminal while keeping the terminal that is running Python 3 server active. An example of this is on the try hack me attack box below. Yes. So here you can see two instances of the command line where one opened the terminal and the below terminal basically asks for the file. One flaw with this module is that you have no way of indexing, so you must know the exact name and the location of the file that you wish to use. This is why I prefer to use updog. What's updog? A more advanced yet lightweight web server, but for now let's stick to using Python's HTTP server. And here you can read everything about updog. Is SE0T3 updog on GitHub. Answer the questions below. Ensure you are connected to the deploy instance of our IP. Yes, we are. Now use Python 3 web server module to start a web server in the home directory of the try hack me user on the deployed instance. We are inside the home directory, and here we say Python -m HTTP server. We are running under 8000, but I guess we can change it. Yes, we can change it to whatever port we wish by just providing at the end of the command whatever port we wish. Now let's open another instance. Let's open another tab. We can definitely see that we just here we are inside the SSH, and here we are inside our own IP. Download the file at the following location onto the try hack me attack box. Remember, you will need to do this in a new terminal. Yes, we want. All right, and here we'll say wget from the current directory download flag.txt 100. It's saved. All right, what are the contents? Let's list with A. Let's say a cat for that one. Here we can find the flag that we want. Create and download files to further apply your learning. See how you can read the documentation on Python 3 HTTP module. Use Ctrl+C to stop the Python 3 HTTP server module once you are finished. All right, let's press Ctrl+C here. Python 3 and the help flag. So you can see all the switches, flags that you can use with Python 3, and you can play with it. Let's remove. All right, and let's just list one more time. Job done. We are good to go.